Hi folks, Training Tip Thursday, and today I thought we'd talk a little bit about effort versus pace because you've probably heard me say many times this is the effort we want because rarely do we actually care about pace. Usually when we care about pace is going to be as we get closer to a goal race and we're trying to lock in what a particular pace feels like. That becomes a little bit more important, but the vast majority of the time it's about effort. And if you think about it, most people have run by effort for 50 years. I think the running boom has been 45 years. Garmin's came out around 2005 or so, somewhere in there. They didn't really come mainstream until 2010. So for a good 40 plus years, people trained by effort, and certainly before then, in high school and college, before the big boom of the average person getting into running, it's effort. In fact, I'm here to tell you, I could write a plan for you to get you ready for your race and never give you a pace until we get towards the end. Actually, even at the end, we could do it without the pace. It's just as easy to say, I want you to run for an hour at an easy pace. I want you to run 45 minutes, do a warm-up, then 30 minutes at a moderate pace, etc. It is really that effort that matters. So why? When we're training, what we're trying to do is we're trying to stress a system in your body. We recover, and the body makes that system stronger, and then we repeat. It's a consistent plan for 12, 15, 18, 20, 24 weeks. Stress, recover, repeat over and over again. The systems that we're working are your aerobic system, the anaerobic system, and then VO2 max. The vast majority of training is going to be in the aerobic system. That's going to be about 80% of all your miles. Moderate, maybe more like 15%, and the VO2 max about 5%. Please don't look at a typical week and add them up and say, hey, Mark, this doesn't add up. That's just kind of in general. The vast majority is easy. So what happens is, if we're prescribing work that should be done at an easy effort, being aerobic, but you do that too fast, the effort is too hard, and that could be just because you ran too fast, maybe you're not feeling well, maybe it's windy, hilly, the temperature's high, humidity, all those factors. If the effort is wrong and you cross into anaerobic, what will happen is your body during that recovery will work to improve your anaerobic zone. Now, that's not bad, and if it happens now and then, it's not that big of a deal. If it happens consistently, you're going to be out of whack. Rather than having this strong aerobic base, you'll have a strong anaerobic system that won't do you one darn bit of good because that aerobic system is the foundation for all your running. So we have to have the right effort, not the right pace, so that we get the right recovery. So effort, easy pace, the foundation of running. You should be able to talk in paragraphs, or you might also hear it referred to as conversation pace. And when you're trying to judge yourself, I would ask that you be really critical of that. I've had a number of people that I've run with, and they've, see, you can see this is an easy pace for me. I could do this all day long. See, it's really easy for me to talk. No, it's not. That's not conversation pace. Conversation pace is kind of what I'm doing right now. You should be able to sing the Happy Birthday song or the Brady Bunch song without having to gasp for air all the time. When in doubt, go easier. It should really be an easy, very conversational effort. Our next pace is moderate. That's kind of what the person was doing in the example I was talking about. You can talk more in sentences. You can talk a little bit, get a sentence or two out, and then you got to grab a breath. You can't get those paragraphs out. Now, at the very beginning of that anaerobic steady state is a workout, you might be slightly more conversational because that's just on the other side of easy, if you will. But clearly, as you get towards tempo, it should be in sentences. If it's too easy, we're not getting the right effort. If it's too hard, we're not getting the right effort. Moderate, you got to be able to talk in sentences. And then finally is hard. This is like the very end of a race. In that final kick, you can talk in words. That's when you're running and somebody says, hey, Mark, you go, hi, thanks, do it, fine. You are spitting out words. You are giving it everything. That's a very small portion of our running. As I said, it's towards the end of the race, but that's the effort we want. Don't confuse that necessarily with track work, especially on shorter distances, because you won't have that type of an effort at the very beginning of, say, 200 meters or 400 meters, but you'll get that at the end if we're doing it at a VO2 max type of an effort. It's really all about the recovery. It's all about the effort. So make sure when you're out running, get the effort right. It's far more important than the pace.